That spirit of Halloween's just not going to go away, is it? Just a reminder, I do have a Patreon, and you can now watch the Thousand Suns video early before it comes out this Saturday. You also make sure I can put food on my table, so thanks if you do. Alright, but let's talk about Space Hulks. And no, we're not talking about a Hulk in space. We are talking about Space Hulks. They're two very separate things. A Space Hulk in the Warhammer universe is a ship that finds itself adrift within the warp, crashing into and fusing with one or more different things. And yes, I say things because Space Hulks can range from a conglomerate of ships to a conglomerate of stuff. Because in the warp, when multiple things are crashed together, the warp can just fuse it all together, creating a monstrosity of a ship or space station. Now, Space Hulks within the Warhammer 40k universe are very dangerous. They drop in and out of the warp at random times, and different groups from aliens to pirates to demons make their home aboard those things. Okay, but why do multiple factions risk life and limb to get aboard those things? Well, remember, these are ships that were adrift in the warp, or stuff that was adrift in the warp. We're talking ships and stuff that could be older than the Imperium. Older than the Eldar Empire, even. And every faction in Warhammer 40k will take a good chance at trying to recover lost technology. Hell, in Deathwing Space Hulk, they're actively trying to secure Dark Angel gene seed from the Space Hulk that they're on. But of course, there is precautions before going aboard a Space Hulk. Depending on which Space Hulk you're going to, sometimes it's fine to just go aboard with your regular power armor or void suits. Sometimes you need radiation suits to help with the massive amounts of radiation going on. And sometimes you have to limit your ability of being there because of the warp energies there being a corrupting influence. It all just depends on what's attached to the Space Hulk. Now, of course, the forces of chaos use Space Hulks. Hell, the titular Arcs of Omen are a bunch of Space Hulks created by Vashtor the Archifane. And even though Abaddon and Vashtor saw the Arcs of Omen as useless after they were used for their intended purpose, a lot of Chaos Warbands still kept their Arcs of Omen, because they do make for great bases of operations to launch further raids from. Plus, it's not that hard to hide them again by just popping into the warp and then just kind of letting the warp take you adrift. Just gotta be careful for the demonic invasion that will inevitably happen. Also, don't play Space Hulk Deathwing. Russian Badger can make it funny, but God, it's not worth it.